The problem with having a new studio is there's so many different locations that I can set up a YouTube space. So there might be a few changes over the next couple of weeks and kind of fine tuning what we're gonna do, but today you're gonna get the businessman office space studio setup. Anyways, I hope you let me know what you think in the comments on this setup, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into the video. My name's Will, welcome back to the channel, always good to see you. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different, a little bit faster, because YouTube has changed things again, apparently. They don't value likes and comments on the videos as much as they do watch time. Now obviously that doesn't mean stop liking and commenting on my videos, but if you could watch the whole video, that would be awesome. Apparently the average watch time for a video is 3 minutes, which is crazy considering most videos, the average video is 12 minutes. So it would be great if you could watch my entire video, and if you don't, just leave it on and go do something else while the whole video goes through. Whatever we can do, whatever we can do to support each other. I love you for that. So today we're going to jump into some Lightroom tips and tricks that are not super common, but are actually really, really useful when you need them. So let's get into Lightroom, shall we? In Lightroom, let's say you did an entire shoot, and if you're anything like me, you shot through multiple exposures, different changing of settings, things like that, where the exposure changed, and now you have a whole bunch of exposure differences. Well, let's say you don't necessarily want to go through editing all of them, but you want to be able to look through them. If they're dark, and you might not necessarily be able to see them. So here's what you can do. Let's select this photo here. We have this one selected. Now I have all of these other ones here, right? Different exposures, different looks, all things like this. So if I were to select this one, and I press Shift and I select, let's say, all of these, I can go up into settings and then go to match total exposure. Now what this is going to do is this is going to match all of the selected images with the highlighted image, the exposure of that image. So before I click this, let me show you. You see how this image, they're all selected, but this image here is a little bit brighter than these. Now if I were to select number 51, notice how now this one is a little bit brighter. So whichever one is the brighter selection of your selections, it's going to match that specific photo's exposure. So let's go back, select number 46, then we're going to go to settings and we're going to click match total exposure. Now this will go through and it just adjusts the exposure to match that photo, that selected photo. So now if we go through, we have, you notice how, oh, it actually went down. That's hilarious. So it actually went down a little bit. So in this case, it's not gonna work that great. But let's do a different scenario here, because that's terrible. So if we were to adjust this, right, and let's just say we brighten this up, right, and then we shift and then select all of these, go up to settings, match total exposure, it's then going to match the exposure with that image. So now you see we have 125, see, 125, 125. Now it has matched the exposure across those images, so you can actually see the images and then you can call through them if that's how you wanted to do it. So that's a cool little tip. Let's get on to number 2. Number 2 is enhance. Now what this does is it enhances the photo. It actually doubles the size, the length and the width of the image. It also reduces noise, and it helps with color intensity. It helps with removing weird artifacts, things like that. But it does transform your image into a DNG, and it makes it a lot bigger. So if we were to take this image here, we go up to photo, we go to enhance right here. What it's going to do is it's going to go through its thing, and it's using, it says here, enhance uses AI to improve quality. The result will be saved as a new DNG. So let's look at what it does. Now you see you have the denoise slider here, which you can work with, and let's go ahead and find a cool spot. So when you click on the image, it's going to show you the raw, the before. So here's all the noise. When I unselect it, it's much cleaner. Now let's find me. Let's zoom out here. Here we go. Good. Hey, look, there I am. Good. So here we go. Here is the before, here is the after. So it does really enhance your details and it makes things a lot crisper. But again, I wouldn't necessarily do it with all images because it's going to make a lot larger of an image. As I said, it's doubling the size of that image. But on images that you want to maybe print really big or something like that, this might be the way to go. Once you have your selections done, you press enhance and you're good to go. Now, before we get on to number 3, if you're liking tips and tricks like this, I highly recommend you checking out my Lightroom Master of Editing course, which is now available. I'll link it in the description. That's all I'm going to say about it. Definitely go check it out. Number 3 is a reference assist. Basically, you're using one image to edit another one. So let's say we have this image and we want to match another image to it. We simply press the RA here, or you can press Shift R on the keyboard. We're going to drag, it's going to give you this here. Obviously I have this selected, so we're going to drag this up here to our reference. So let's slide over to say, this image here. Now we can then edit this image to look like this image by using it as a reference. Now you can edit this right now. So you see you can go ahead and do all this. You can set the white balance. You can warm it up because this is much warmer. You can darken it down, blah, 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 blah. You can go through and do all of your edits. This way you can use that photo as a reference to match the colors and so on and so forth. It just makes it a little bit easier. If you're done with this and you want to get out of it, you can come down here and click the big box here, or you can just press D on the keyboard and it opens up your editing image to full screen as you normally are used to. Okay, the next one is one of my favorites by far, and it is a masking thing. So let's go to this image right here. This is a portrait that I took of a friend of mine the other day. And let's say I want to soften skin, brighten eyes, whiten teeth, all of that stuff, or just select subject or whatever. So you can go in here to create mask. You can go to create and you can select people. It'll take a second. It'll find the person. Good. Then once this is done, you're going to click select person. You're going to do facial and body skin, create mask, and go up here to the preset, go to custom, soften skin light, right? Good, you've done that. Now, let me go ahead and delete all of these masks here because these are irrelevant and I don't want to have them included in this. So then we're going to rename this skin. Now create mask, people, we'll do the eyes this time. Good, and you know what, I'm just gonna stop on the eyes because it's just taking too long. We have a lot to go over in this video and I don't want you to be sitting around twiddling your thumbs and get bored. So now that we've done that, that took forever. So what you can do is you can actually save this as a preset. So we're gonna go up here to develop, new preset. You're going to select check none and you're gonna select this. I would have renamed that one eye and skin, right? And you're going to name this, well, what it is. So this one is skin and eyes. Good, and then you press create. So once that's done, let's go ahead and delete this because I've already done this. Okay, good, I want to enhance the skin, the eyes, and the teeth. Come over here to my preset, skin, eye, teeth, click that, bada bing, bada boom, it's already done. Now I can go in here and I can adjust them as needed, but I have them set to pretty much what I want every time, and there you go, done. Took 2 seconds. There you go. And the last one, which I have found almost nobody uses, which is crazy, is this little button right here, previous. It took me so long to learn what that was. I just thought it meant go back, but it doesn't. This is actually a super cool button that applies your most recent edits to the next photo. Okay, so what do I mean by this? Well, let's take this photo right here. We're gonna copy all of these, right? We're just gonna copy all of this, right? And then we're going to select this photo right here and we're going to paste it, okay? Good. This was the last things that we did. I don't care if it looks good or bad, whatever. Then we're gonna take this, we're gonna click on this photo here and we're gonna simply click previous and it's going to take those exact settings that we just applied and paste it to that, boom. Super fast. Now obviously you can press Command C and Command V to copy and paste it. You can sync it. There's several different ways to do that, but that is one click of a button. Now if you want to do it even faster, on a Mac you can press Control Option V. On a PC you can press Control Alt V, I think. Let me look. Yes, Control Alt V. I don't use a PC, so I have to make notes to make sure I get it right for you guys. But it is such a cool feature and it allows you to really go fast when you're copying and pasting edits. And that is the last of the tips and tricks for this video. So if you stayed this long, I love you. You're amazing. Keep up the good work. You're the best. And so don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to go check out my Lightroom Master of Editing course. I'll link it in the description, but that's it. So if you want to keep watching videos, here's 2 to watch. And if you want to subscribe, well, you know where that button is, there, below, everywhere. I'll see you next week.